ever wish the world was a kinder, happier, better place? Well, you can stop wishing because this episode's for you. Given the recent events in the world, you've probably had this thought at least once in the last few years. And if you're a parent, you've probably even had a few sleepless nights. Trying to help our children navigate these confusing times in the healthiest way possible is a huge task. I mean, how much do you tell them bearing in mind they're still just children? How much can you say without influencing their independent view of right and wrong in the world? And how do you advise them on how to deal with the situation when you're not really sure how to deal with it yourself? Well, one thing I can say for sure is that rushing to social media to vent and let out your frustration is probably not the most productive way to go. Although it is a really good way to clean up your Facebook friends list, in the long run, sharing all that negativity and frustration just instills even more fear and separation amongst people. We have to face facts. As we go through life, there is going to be more than one instance where things don't go as we expect or the way we want them to. But before we go in and jump in with our opinion, we need to ask ourselves this very important question. What am I actively doing to create the world I want to see? Now you might say to me, well, what can I possibly do because I'm not well known, I don't have a voice, I don't have the power, and I certainly don't have the money to try and influence the type of change that I want to see in the world. And my question to you is, what if every single person in the world thought the same way? Or to help this sink in even deeper, what if people like Gandhi and Oprah and Martin Luther King had thought this way? Now, I know these are really cliched examples of successful people to use, but the point I'm trying to get across is none of these people came from fame, and they definitely didn't come from money. But what they did have was the passion and determination to get their message across and make their time on this planet count. Like it or not, even the world leaders that are making decisions we don't agree with, and even people committing acts of terror, are acting upon their instinct to create the world that they want to see, whether we agree with it or not, and whether it be right or wrong. So the best response you can give to things you don't agree with is to take that energy and turn that into action and create even more of what you do want to see in the world and make your time on this planet count. Don't worry, I'm not an idealist, and I'm the first to admit that as an individual it can seem difficult and almost impossible to create any type of sizable change. But as a collective, when we all do our part, the change happens by itself because of the ripple effect that is caused. But on the flip side, it only takes one person to break that ripple effect or chain. So actually, as an individual, you have more power than you think. Now, taking from our best teachers, who are our children, at the end of last year, I was inspired by our 2-year-old to create a ripple effect of kindness unlike anything the world has ever seen. Now, you may have heard of the act of paying it forward, which is basically paying for the person in line behind you at a coffee house or similar establishment. This is quite the norm in the US and even in Canada, but it's really not the done thing in the UK. In fact, it actually arouses more suspicion than it does good cheer. And even in the countries where it is considered the norm, the effects of this random act of kindness tend to be quite localised and eventually fizzle out. So, in a bid to teach our 2-year-old the magic of giving and to help empower her to realise that even at the age of 2, she has the power to affect positive change in the world through even the smallest acts of kindness that are so easy a toddler can understand, we created our Tea Coffee Smoothie Pay It Forward packets. With this week being Random Act of Kindness Week and Valentine's Day, we thought this was an ideal time to share with you our very first experience of taking our 2-year-old giving at the beginning of December last year.
Where are we going?
To the friend to give surprise.
Yes, we're going to give surprises to people. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, so we have all our pieces ready and we're going to be putting our envelopes together. Are you excited, Kia? Yeah! And Kia's just enjoying her hot chocolate while we get this all ready to start giving out to people. Okay, you're gonna do it, yeah. Okay. Y. Yep. Hey, very good. Excellent. Okay.
Did you love those packets? Well, so did so many of our amazing friends and family who, when they heard what we were doing, wanted to get involved in our mission to spread these packets as far across the globe as possible. So now, with their help, we've shared more than 50 of these packets across the UK, US and Canada, and as a family have pledged to hand out 100 of these ourselves over the coming weeks. The idea is we want to make giving the norm. So just as you would go out to the park, shopping, or even swimming lessons as a family, we want families to go out giving and create a kinder, happier, better world for all of us to live in. If you'd like to get your hands on our Pay It Forward packets, you can get all the details on our website www.teacoffeesmoothie.com, where you can find out exactly where to get your packets and how to use them on the How It Works page. Did you love this episode? If so, we'd be so grateful if you could share this with your friends and family and help spread our message and this mission to create a ripple effect of kindness unlike anything the world has ever seen. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow and like us on Facebook so that you can join me live every Wednesday on the Coach's Corner, where this week I'll be talking about the importance of giving for our success. Hope you really enjoyed this episode and I'll see you there.
Who did that? Kia broke it. Oh no.
Did you like my video? Please subscribe. Bye.